Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to People and Entertainment Weekly's Red Carpet Live, brought to you by Campari. I'm Patrick Gomez.
And I'm Janine Rubenstein. We're here at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, you guys, celebrating the outstanding film and TV performances of the last year. And it's such a big year. It's the 30th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards, okay? People is turning 50 this year. And Entertainment Weekly is still the hot young thing on the block in its 30s.
Just shy of 35.
There we go.
There.
There you go. What better way to celebrate all of that than a Campari toast?
Yes, Alex Negranza, the national brand ambassador for Campari, is here with us. And you're going to tell us a little bit about the signature cocktail tonight, yes?
Absolutely. Excited to be here. Well, we are super excited this year to be returning as the official spirit sponsor of the SAG Awards. Very, very exciting. And this year's cocktails are their Campari Red Carpet.
They're gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So tell us what's in it.
Absolutely. Well, of course, that bitter red aperitivo Campari, a little bit of Jamaican rum, some lime juice, a raspberry cordial syrup as well, topped off with some champagne lolly rosé, because no celebration is complete without champagne, of course.
Yeah. Well, obviously, champagne is going to be delicious in here. What are some ways that people could be enjoying Campari at home in addition to this?
Yeah, I think one of the big cocktails that people love drinking is, of course, the Negroni. There's a cocktail I really love called the Americano cocktail as well. This is a Campari Spritz, and of course, we can't forget last year's viral sensation, the Negroni Sbagliato.
Oh, love the Negroni.
With Prosecco in it.
Yes,
A few House of the Dragon fans of that drink. Well, this is
goodness.
gorgeous. All right,
It's
so
so
you're
pretty.
mixing one up.
I love it. I love it. That's how you know the party's starting, you guys. I'm so excited for this.
Yes, you've made many of these, I'm sure.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yay, that one's mine. And it's giving this kind of pink, rosy hue as well, which I love. I'm a pink girl, so.
There we go.
Of course, topping it off with that champagne lolly rosé. And just like every single cinema story has a perfect ending, this cocktail also has a beautiful perfect ending. And it's going to be
Wonderful.
This film reel garnish made out of oranges.
So do y'all like individually poke those holes in there?
We do have a little tool.
Okay.
But there is a team of people that are putting this all together for everyone here so that everyone can have a beautiful...
You have to see that. Thank you to the Campari hole pokers who put together these little film reel oranges.
Yes,
I love it
gorgeous.
so much.
All right, well, it looks amazing, and I'm sure it's going to taste amazing.
Well, mine especially because it's very fresh.
Very fresh. All right, well, cheers.
Salute.
Salute.
Cheers.
Oh my god. I like how it's like light and crisp.
It's super
the
refreshing.
Champagne finish is good there. I love raspberry too.
And I love sweet, but not too sweet.
Yes.
So this is perfect.
So good. I'm going in for one more sip.
Campari's so versatile, it goes great with that lime juice and rum too.
Sorry, I'm just one more.
Yeah.
It's really good. All right, everyone. There's just under 2 hours to go until you can tune into the SAG Awards live on Netflix at 8 p.m. Eastern.
In the meantime, we've also got Gerrad Hall with us.
Yeah.
Hey, Gerrad. What are you seeing on your end of the carpet so far?
What I'm seeing is not a drink in my hand, I gotta say. So let's get me one of those down here.
Sorry.
We'll fix that. We'll fix that.
Yeah, you guys took that drink and it reminded me of the line from Bridesmaids where Kristen Wiig says, that is fresh. So I'm going to guess that is the case. But what's going on down here is that we are, I mean, let me tell you, I'm just watching your direction of the carpet, waiting to see who is coming into this award show, which is always one of the most fun shows of the year. We are kind of out at the end, right before everyone goes into the Shrine Auditorium, so we'll get everyone coming right through here. The world-famous Glambot, I'm sure you guys know that one. It is right here to my right, so a lot of people are going to be stopping by for that as well. I don't know about you, Janine and Patrick, but it feels like there is kind of a different mood, a different vibe on the carpet this year, and I wonder if that is because, last year, of course, we had the SAG After Strikes, and this is the first SAG Awards since all of that got resolved and the new contracts were signed. So I think there's going to be an especially celebratory mood and vibe and kind of environment going on. And I'm really excited to hear what you two think, but top of my list here today, people I'm excited to see, Da'Vine Joy Randolph. off, who has just slayed the Boots House down all award season long, not just because of how great she's looked, but she has won award after award, given incredible speech after speech, and I think she's going to be picking up another one here today at the SAG Awards right here at the Shrine. Of course, we are going to be talking to so many of the nominees as they come through, and I cannot wait for that. I'm sure you all are excited as well, but first, let's take a look back at some of these extraordinary nominated performances.
3, 2, 1.
What you are asking is unprecedented.
I am unprecedented.
That's being what?
Confident?
Cocky. Crazy.
What more could a girl ask for?
Right now, all I want to do is let you gentlemen know what an absolute honor it's been to be your coach.
We love it.
What?
You like women? That's my weakness.
Now you're preaching.
I'm just dying to dance.
So many great
Hello.
nominees, and we're joined by some
Hello.
fantastic nominees. Come on, right up on up.
come
Here we
on.
go. You got William Stanford and Chris Perfetti from Abbott Elementary,
Abbott
of
Elementary
course.
cast here. We are so
Congratulations.
excited to see you.
Yes, here's nominees tonight for Abbott. What does it feel like to be on the SAG carpet this evening?
Oh, it's great, man. It's incredible. I'm excited because there's so many stars y'all want to see.
Right?
Who are you most excited to see?
Oh, man. Is Robert De Niro here?
I haven't seen him yet, but he will be here. He's nominated.
Well, there's so many, man. I'm just starstruck. I'm just glad to be here. Place with my peers, especially this one right here.
You guys have us starstruck. How does it feel to be back on set and doing the thing at Abbott Elementary? This is one of the shows that people were like, we know a lot is going on in Hollywood, but gosh darn it, Abbott's gone.
Oh, thank you for saying that. It feels so good. I feel like the strikes just sort of like made that relief all the more when we finally got back. You know, this is our third year. These people feel like my family now, and I really miss them. So when we're away, it kind of sucks, but you know, we're halfway through our third season now, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. It's a good feeling.
So
Love it.
It's
Love
built
it.
up the anticipation for everyone, for the fans and for us. We just couldn't wait to get back.
you recently had your season 3 premiere. What has it been like to hear this fan feedback and actually have them see the episodes now, because you've been working on them very quickly post-strike, but now it's out in the world. What has the reaction been?
It's been exceptional. You know, we get the fans let you know right away how they feel about it. And so far, they've given us an A+.
I didn't realize how long it's been. Like, I realize now, getting this feedback, that like Abbott has been off the air for a minute, and so it feels really good.
What about your characters? Tell us about the season 3-ness that we are going to get a peek at, the evolution.
I feel like you can sort of see already like where we're headed, but Quinta has been really smart about kind of subverting people's expectations this season. You know, she started off with a bang, taking us outside of Abbott. And, you know, I think you're going to see the other sides of these characters that you haven't seen yet. You're going to see Jacob win a little bit, which I'm very excited about. And, you know, it was always very important to us that these characters are real people and not two-dimensional and not cartoon characters. And so in order to do that, we got to show you every asset of their life and every facet of their personality.
Jacob winning is like what I'm so excited about.
Away from the school.
Same.
And you're going to see a lot of Mr. Johnson's jobs start to come to the fore. You're going to see some of the things that he's done in other lifetimes.
Ooh, I'm excited about that. Excited to see you all maybe even getting up on stage tonight for Outstanding Cast. We hope the best for you, and we hope you have a fantastic SAG red
such
carpet.
a good night. You look amazing, I have
you.
to say. This
Yeah, it's
is
a velvet
Mother
evening.
of pearl, like
There we go.
guys,
Yeah,
like,
there we go.
they pulled out all the
Enjoy your
stops.
SAG.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Have fun. You too.
Love that. I
Oh,
love
my God.
them, and I love that show.
I
oh
love
my
Abbott
goodness.
so much. So glad it's back.
Yeah.
Back with an hour-long
Yeah.
episode, and that was the way to bring them back. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
we missed them, as he mentioned, it was so long. And it was one of the only shows that they were re-airing regularly.
Yeah.
So I think that even built up more anticipation.
That's true.
It kind of got the streaming effect without it needing to be on streaming
Yeah.
on ABC. It
And
just was
Quinta's back
constantly
to
on.
wearing like a million hats on that show, right?
I mean,
Showrunner,
exhausting.
writer, star. Like I can't
It makes it look easy, even though you know it can't be.
Dude, seriously, I've seen her award season. She's out. She has a different glam every day, and it's like, don't you have a job to get to at 5 a.m.?
I will share a fun story from Emmys. I believe, it would have been her first Emmys as a nominee. She was wearing these like lace gloves.
Yes.
And I ran into her and she was like trying to figure out, they were attached to the dress, and she hadn't really thought about the fact that she might need to like wash her hands or like hold something, like, and she was just like, I did not think this through.
Oh no.
And I just thought that was like, it's one of my favorite behind the scenes moment at a red carpet.
What do you do? Man, fashion. It has its follies.
But the show is great. I love the show. I come from a family of educators, so that show means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I just think it's shining a light both on like the ridiculousness that they have to put up with.
Yeah.
But also
kids are wild.
Kids are wild.
I got 2 of them.
But also the funding, lack of funding, and like it finds a way to incorporate all the hardships there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're in TV mode right now because they just like kick things off for us. So what in that space outside of Abbott, we love it, but maybe in the drama category, like what are you loving for this particular awards?
Yeah, well, it's fantastic to see. We got The Crown and Succession for their final seasons nominated, and so those are shows that everyone's assuming
I'm a Succession girl.
One of the two.
Girl.
Yeah, I mean, I love both. I do think it'll be Succession. Also, it's very interesting, as we mentioned. Oh, we've got a little darkening of the carpet. I don't know if y'all can see at home, but they just like lowered the lights.
Went out.
Not clear if it's intentional or unintentional. Oh, and then they come back up. There we go.
We're back. That did a lot for my glow, though. I will say that.
Live TV. No, it was amazing. The whole crowd. It was like a whole wave of noise.
Fell over the electricity.
Just glad the camera kept going. But no, I think it's going to be Succession's evening.
Yeah.
And what's amazing here is that if you're not familiar, the Screen Actors Guild honors casts. It's all actors awards. So we're not, as much as we love the writers and producers and directors, it is all actors this evening.
Actors.
And so the awards will actually not be for the project, technically. It'll be for the cast. And Succession has a really large cast. Crown has a really large cast.
Yeah.
So that's a lot more opportunities for people to be like, oh, that's my friend. I want to see them succeed tonight.
That's
it'll be
true.
really interesting to see which of those two comes forward.
You know what? I want to see, because I'm a fashion girl, I kind of want to see what Gerrad is seeing down at the end of the carpet.
Yeah,
so Gerrad,
he's got a clear
what do you
view
have
of
your
that.
eye on right now?
We are live here at the SAG Awards. Sorry, Kat Graham and I were just catching up on some Disneyland business.
Disneyland stuff, and I was giving Gerrad
giving
a
some
bit of
drama, bringing some drama. This dress is stunning. Is this a heavy dress?
It's you feel like a little bit like an egg roll in it, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not running anywhere
but
right
a
now.
beautiful, delicious egg roll. Well, welcome to the SAG Awards. I was
much,
kind of wondering if it feels like this year, of course, because we're coming off of the strikes last year, and this is the first SAG Awards since then. Is there kind of especially a more celebratory vibe, like we got the job done and we're together?
Absolutely. This is actually my first SAG Awards. I've never come before, but after such a huge year last year and so many milestones that we are able to cross, and it just felt like such an important time to come. It felt like a celebration I wanted to be a part of and to join my fellow SAG members, and it's just people. There's so much work that SAG does for us, from our health insurance to just showing up on set and making sure that we're doing okay, and we're so protected by this guild in so many ways that other industries don't necessarily have that same protection, that same support. So I wanted to show up and love on everyone. Yeah,
well, we're so glad you're here. I wonder, what was the very first job you booked that you were like, oh my God, I can't believe I got this job, I get to do this working with these people?
Honestly, it sounds silly, but it was like, I think it was maybe... I've had a few of those in my life. One was like a Fanta commercial where I was like, oh, I want to be a Fanta girl, and that was cool.
And now that jingle's in my head.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're welcome. But when I got to play opposite Morgan Freeman and John Travolta, and I had come off, this series for a long time, and I hadn't known, as an actor, everything is so uncertain. You don't know what your next job is going to be. You don't take anything for granted. You're just happy with what you can get a lot of the time, but you hope and you dream of working with great actors, and that was doing The Poison Rose with them, and playing Morgan's daughter was kind of one of those very surreal moments for me. And then also just, when even coming here, it always feels very surreal. You see your heroes next to you or sitting at, a table, and it just feels very surreal because at the end of the day, I'm still a fan of actors. I'm still a fan of movies. I get more into series and films than anyone. I talk and I have commentary. I'm the worst person to go to a movie with because I'm like, don't go in there. Oh my gosh.
But that makes it fun.
It makes it so fun, and I think it's so important. And so many of us we're just fans of each other.
Yeah.
We're just so happy to be here.
Okay, well, so then on that note, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who are you most excited to see here today?
I heard Wendy Noggle was going to be here. Is Wendy
here?
Sorry,
is Wendy here?
Wendy?
Probably, yes. Wendy will be inside with us shortly. Yeah, Wendy's fantastic.
I'm a big fan of Jeffrey Wright, and obviously Wendy.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of Jeffrey. I've been a fan of his for such a long time. He's such a fine actor. There's so many great women here. I think the cast of The Color Purple is going to be here. So there's a lot of really incredible talent that I'm just excited to see in person.
Yeah.
Their talent is just enormous. It's mind-bending, and it's so great to just celebrate them for sure.
Indeed. Last thing I'll find out here from you here. What is next? What's keeping you busy right now? Are you headed off to any sets soon?
I think we're going off to Thailand for a really cool movie that we're announcing pretty soon, and then I have a movie with. I like to say but it's his movie. It's directed and written by Tyler Perry. And, Black, White, and Blue, and that's coming out this year. So I'm very excited about that, and doing some producing and getting behind the director's chair for the first time, which is really fun for a comedy.
A comedy too.
Yes,
oh boy.
a comedy.
Oh boy.
I Don't Believe We've Met. It's called. So I'm very excited. A lot of creativity, a lot of good energy, a lot of fun.
Well, I was about to say, I hope you have all the fun in Taiwan. That sounds incredible.
Thailand.
I
go to Taiwan too. You and I go to Taiwan, have a great time.
Honestly, Thailand sounds like not hard work. So enjoy it, and thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your first SAG Awards.
Yes, it's so exciting.
Exciting.
It's so exciting. Love you
all
guys.
Right, back to you, Janine and Patrick.
Oh, Gerrad and Kat, you're so fun. But we are here with Troy Kotzer and his wife, Deanne. Oh my goodness. Coda left us all just in awe. Last year, a winner here, but also he is presenting this year, and he is passing on that torch. So it's so exciting to have you guys.
What does it feel like to be here as a presenter?
It's really nice. It feels great to see old friends. All of us actors are so busy, and we tend to work all over the place, and tonight is a special gathering. So it's our time to celebrate each other and celebrate our nominees, and I'm so honored to be presenting tonight. One of my favorite parts is actually reading the envelope, because I get to know who wins first before any of you hear it. And so to me, that's the best part.
I love it. And I also love this jewel tone jacket you have on. I want to know, was that all you, Troy, or did Deanne have some help with this?
Both of us picked it. It's a bit fresh. I've never used this color gold before. I've never worn it. This is from Paul Smith. And so I really enjoyed the color. It feels pretty unique, and I feel like it's celebratory. Yeah, Jenny Ricker introduced Troy to this. Yeah, it's called Paul Smith, so it's really cool, and I think he looks great.
Well, I like that both of you have the gold going on, and we've got the velvet, so it's good. But what is it like to have a SAG Awards date night?
It seems like old times. I think most importantly, I'm proud that we're both members of SAG, and we've been members for a really long time. I think maybe about 20 years now. So over 23 years, yeah. So it feels like we're part of the family, and we're really proud. And we're proud of our union. We're proud to celebrate the nominees. And also they have accessibility this year regarding closed captioning and audio description on Netflix. And so I'm thrilled. And so we're really looking forward to it. Here's a place where peers vote for each other. And so I really love SAG.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about the representation and the boom that we have had since Coda graced our screens. How does that feel? Does it feel like a change has happened?
In general, I've really seen some improvements and some doors beginning to open, like Echo And some folks have told me that there's a big production coming up with a deaf director, deaf producers, and deaf actors. So I'm seeing Hollywood begin to open their doors, and I'm seeing more and more projects come in. And so really, I have seen a lot of change. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. It does take time, and it takes time for progress. We all have to work together and understand how to work together. There's nothing about us without us. You know what I mean? Nothing about us without us, right? Yeah, that's right. That's how the saying goes. Nothing about us without us.
Well, we love to see that.
I love a wife. I love a wife.
You know, I've been on TV shows in the past, and I feel like we had to educate Hollywood, and now I'm seeing more and more opportunities for deaf and hard of hearing and deaf blind folks and Deaf Plus to be able to be involved in Hollywood. So I'm really grateful for that. And Coda's too.
Well, love the fact that we got to see you and curb your enthusiasm. Look forward to seeing so much more from you.
Yeah.
And please enjoy your SAG Awards this evening.
Have so much fun,
so
you guys.
much.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so
Oh
fantastic.
my goodness, thank you, thank
Enjoy
you.
them. Yeah, there's a
Just
whole
beautiful couple.
Yes,
Oh
and there's a
my
whole
goodness.
velvet evening. I
Yes,
did
I know.
on trend.
Yes, even though it's warm, you guys. I
It's
want you
very
to know that it
warm.
was raining a lot in Los Angeles. Yes, this is true. And now it's not, and it is hot.
Yes, very hot. When I chose this, I was like, oh, it's been nice and chilly. I'll feel really good, and I run cold, so that'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to the head of our sales team, actually, Stacey. She was like, I see you in blue velvet.
Yes.
So
we had no idea. We didn't know the colors of the carpet or anything like that. And I chose gold, this copper gold. You chose blue velvet, and then look at the backdrop.
Yeah.
We got this thing down, guys. We know what we're doing.
And you'll see Gerrad's bow tie. It actually randomly matches both of these. Anyway.
That is just kismet. I'm all over it. But okay. The carpet is starting to heat up. I can see over your shoulder. It's filling up. Behind us, you're going to see a lot of black, and those are publicists, and they are working very hard because very big stars are making their way here.
I've been seeing a lot of the Only Murders in the Building ensemble who are nominated tonight in comedy. What about you for comedy? We talked drama, comedy TV.
I guess it's dramedy, but The Bear.
Yeah?
The Bear. It's in the comedy category. I know a lot of people are like, what? There's so much drama in that show. But it's so amazing, and I just think it's going to have like a holdover from the Emmys and from all of them. It's just going to be Bear night again for me, I think.
I think so too. What's really interesting about the SAG Awards, less so on TV because we did just have an Emmys. That's not normal. That was because of the strike.
Yeah.
We have a lot of time, so the SAG Awards don't necessarily have the same prescriptive nature when it comes to TV as it does for film because we're obviously just 2 weeks away from Oscars. And Oscars voting is still open. It's open through, I believe, Monday.
So that's why people are going to be bringing it tonight.
Oh, bringing it tonight. As I call it, give good speech.
Give good speech.
Any of the film nominees that are also up for Oscars, they're really hoping to do well tonight because if they win, they give a good speech, they're fresh on everyone's mind, and so anyone who is procrastinating and waiting to fill out their ballot, like I wait to fill out my taxes, will be thinking of them when they fill this out.
Hurry up and do your taxes.
I mean, some years I'm like, do it the minute I get it, and then other years I'm like, oh, right, like the deadline's coming up.
Yeah.
So for those that are waiting for the deadline, tonight really does matter in the film categories. I do think it's going to come down to Oppenheimer and Barbie in a lot of ways, but also the holdovers.
Let's talk Barbie.
I know you are a huge, I'm a Barbie fan too, but you're a huge, huge Barbie fan.
Of the visuals alone, but just, I can't say enough. And we've had so much talk about Barbie and going into the Oscars and who did and who didn't get nominated and all of that. But I feel like tonight you're going to be able to see that. We talked about this being a night about ensembles, and Barbie gave you that ensemble. I mean, the Margot Robbies of the world, the Ryan Goslings, the America Ferreras, like they all came together to make that the visual and like emotional masterpiece that it was towards the end.
But what's really cool is that because it honors the ensemble and so it's a long list of nominees for the movie. So it's not only the major star, but like Helen Mirren, who played the narrator, is also on the list. Some of the additional Barbies and Kens, like Simu Liu and others, are on that list too. So if we see Barbie on that stage, we're going to see a lot of Barbies, a lot of Kens. So I'm really hoping that we see. It's probably going to be Oppenheimer, but I would love to see
It's probably
Barbie.
going to be Oppenheimer. And we'll talk a lot about Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
but,
we will.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love it.
When you look out behind us, you're just seeing a
so
lot
much
happening. Oh
my God, we got Andre Highland from Barry.
So much happening.
One of the nominated cast tonight.
How's it going?
Good. It's good to see you.
Hello, yes.
Great hair.
Thank you. I made it myself, yeah.
Got it from your mama.
Combo.
How's your SAG going so far?
Pretty good, man. Not bad. You know, it's nice to be working, nice to be here, nice to be, I don't know, doing a big goofy Hollywood thing. You know what I mean? It's not, yeah, it's my first big award show, so
nice.
I'm just, you know.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Where do you like when you look at that nominees list, and then you have Barry, this kind of show that kind of defies genre in a way, defies like where do you see yourself as the belle at this ball?
I feel like I'm a bench player on the Yankees. Like I got season 4. It's like I just got like traded to them just before October. You know, I'm just like, all right, I'm pretty tight just to be here. So you know what I mean. So then to actually get to do this, it's like, oh, I just won a World Series for free. You know what I mean? So that's how it feels.
Well, you got in before the final season, so it's got to feel a little bittersweet because you're here now, but you're like, oh, this is the last one we'd be eligible for.
Yeah. No, it also sucks because it's like I'm in. It's like, oh, we're done. It's like, oh, we're okay. Well, I guess that's that. But and as a fan, you know, I was watching the show before I was on it, so. But you know, they're smart, creative people. They ended it at the right time. You know, not to wear out their welcome. I'm glad I got to be a part of it at any point. You know.
What an entree! Like that's amazing. Win-win.
Made some good connections, and you'll make some more tonight.
Yeah. We're doing the Happy Days reboot. You know, me and Henry. It's gonna be the Fonz and Livewire from Barry on the road together. So just look for that.
Happy Days
I'd watch.
reboot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Gerrad, we're back over to you. Thank you, Patrick.
Well, you guys, we are live right now with one of this year's 2 SAG ambassadors, Taylor Zakar Perez, who is an ambassador this year, with Phil Dunster from Ted Lasso. Great to see you. How's your SAG Awards so far?
Great to see you too. Fantastic. This is my first one.
Really?
My first one.
Well, welcome.
Yes. My second live interview is with you.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we are going to make this a fun one then. No, you have a really important but also fun job this year of kind of getting the word out about these awards to the masses. Is that a simple way of stating it?
Yeah. They said that like my ethos and SAG-AFTRA's ethos were very similar, and I'm just really excited because now we're on Netflix in hundreds of countries, and you know more people get to see what SAG-AFTRA does.
Yeah. Ooh. And by the way, oh yes, the glam bot right there, the flashing of that. And by the way, the Netflix audience kind of knows you, so that helps a little bit, I suppose, from those little movies that you made, The Kissing Booth.
Yeah, there's just a couple movies that people might know me from on that platform. Yes.
So you, part of the job is you got to announce those stunt award winners, which one of those being the stunt team from Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. My gosh, very well deserved everything they did on that. Okay, one other question I have for you. What is the first job you booked, acting job, that really made you like, holy cow, I cannot believe I get to do this with these people?
Oh, that's a good... Well, all right, that's toughy. I mean, I feel like every job I'm just so grateful to get on it with the team, but I'm a big fan of Jake Johnson, so when I did Minx on HBO, that was everything, because I think he's just a comedic genius, and I've watched him growing up as a comedic actor, and I was just like, wow, you're fantastic. And then you get to work with him, and he's nothing but nice and giving as a scene partner and hilarious. And so that was probably my first biggie. Yeah. And then, obviously, Uma Thurman, getting to play my mom.
I mean,
like Kill Bill, 1, 2, 3, all of them, Pulp Fiction. I can go on, and that was major for me.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat. Good luck to you on that. Yeah. Well, Taylor, have a fantastic time at your first SAG Awards, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Good to see you. All right, Janine and Patrick, back to you.
Love him so much. But also love this guy, Mark Duplass, nominated for the morning show today. But yes, I do. Of course I do. How's your SAG going?
SAG so far? Incredible. I haven't lost one award yet. So I'm very excited.
That is a good record to have.
That's impressive. It's not, but it's impressive.
You're all still winners so far.
Is that really how it works?
Or you're all losers?
I think that's just what they tell you when you don't win, but I'm prepared for that.
Fair.
It's okay. I got my mom on speed dial. Hi, Mom. We're going to be good.
So, obviously, you all, this is your second nomination for Outstanding Cast. I always say getting the first nomination is fantastic, of course, but to sustain it and get it a second time has to hit a little differently.
Yeah, I mean, making a show good for one season is hard enough, and then trying to find something that people respond to in the ensuing years is like really difficult. And I give it up to our showrunners. I mean, it's Mimi, it's Charlotte Stroud, it's Jen Reese who run the show. It's like these women know what's up, and they do it.
I want to know, when I watch this show and it just pulls back the curtain on all of that I watch in the morning.
Or that we're doing right now.
Or what we're doing right now. What has been something that you have heard from an actual morning show person that was like, oh, you guys nailed it, or no, that's not how it goes?
Yeah, I mean, to me, the thing that we got most correct is the stress eating of like
stress eating.
Yes, like the producers, they will tell you, and if you look closely in the morning show, like I've got like little mustard stains on my sleeves, like a little ketchup on the lapel. It's just like you only have 2 minutes to eat, and you have to woof it quickly, and that's your only chance for any sort of emotional calm is like carbs. So that's what I've been told. They're like, you guys got the stress eating down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did like wolf half a protein bar right before we started, and there's some donuts right off screen that I'm definitely going to have in a minute.
You see, in this way, the morning show is true to life. Yeah.
Well, speaking of true to life, you've been very open about your mental health and how we should all talk about mental health, which is so refreshing because I feel like just a few years ago that wasn't the case. What led you to be so open and wanting to share your story?
I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. I thought we were at the point where like people talk about this and it's demystified, and half the people I know are taking medication and 3/4 of the people I know are in therapy. And so I just posted something on Instagram, thought I was stating the obvious, and then everybody was like, oh wow, no one really is talking about that. And that's a little bit of that bubble mentality. Like I live in Los Angeles, I spend time in New York with artists who talk about this a lot, but a lot of the country still hasn't. So it's like, oh, I guess this is a crusade now. I'm a crusader now. Okay, I'm gonna crusade. Yeah.
Well, you're wearing the title well.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I think it also resonates for people who have connected with your character and the level of stress that he manages and all of that. And to have, I think there was just some synergy there that, you know, for fans as well, thinking about like job stress, work stress, all of that, and how we don't, you know, deal with it as much as we should.
I think there's something happening right now. Like, I think we haven't really dealt with what happened to us in the pandemic and how that changed us. We all were like, oh, pandemic's over, we're back, and it's fine. And now it's starting to settle in.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a ton of low-grade mental health issues that a lot of people are starting to reckon with, and that's kind of where I'm trying to focus right now.
Yeah. What's your happy place?
Happy place? Donuts.
Donuts.
You have some, as I said.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but we've got some of your co-stars up here.
Well, we have some family here.
We've
some
got
morning
some
show
more
family.
morning show family up here.
Come on in. You guys look awesome.
Nice to meet you.
You look great.
Thank you.
Janine, right?
This is amazing.
Thank you so much. It's a African designer. His name is Kwasi Paul. I'm from South Africa, so it's an ode to my roots. I think you did a great job.
Yeah. Well, it certainly did. We were just talking about, mental health and relaying that back to the show and the stressful situations that the characters are in, but also how much the show gets right about the crazy, hectic life of putting on live television like this.
Oh, yeah.
For you all, what do you feel like you've heard from people of like, oh man, yes, that is what this is like?
Right.
Well, I want to ask you guys because you're doing it.
Yeah.
So how do we do?
Well, I will say there's like a fantastic team of 9,000 people behind the
That
scenes
you can't see.
that are, as you see on that show, yelling
Someone
900
can see.
things in your ears. So as we are listening to you all, there's definitely that and that hecticness, and that like we gotta move, or like no we can't move. So
Right.
that certainly is right.
Well, on the other flip side of that, like what has been the hardest thing to kind of portray of that life that you were like, I didn't know they did that?
Oh, in terms of like the behind the scenes stuff, I think to me the transitions. I don't know how you guys do it from a hard story to like a light story. Those are like, you know, and then. But at least in our show, we acknowledge, okay, that was a tough transition. But doing that seamlessly, you know, without seeing the backstory behind it is amazing. So I don't know how you guys do it.
You mean that essentially that moment where it's like, speaking of genocide,
yes,
it's Coco's birthday today.
That never ever easy. Never
well, speaking
easy.
of hard transitions, no, we actually gonna keep the morning show love going. We've got Karen Pittman down
So
talking
we're
to
swapping
Gerrad
you
at the other
guys
end of the
out.
hall. Gerrad, I'm jealous. Karen, shameless plug. Oh, actually, no. See, live television. Karen Pittman's gonna join us. She's standing right here.
Well, come on
Hi,
up. Hi.
I know. Oh, we just had some.
I know.
We just had some. So Karen and I, shameless plug, on EW, we have a video series called 3 Rounds, and Karen and I got to be at the House of Campari on Tuesday and enjoy 3 rounds of drinks and have some fun.
They don't remember at the end of it.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
on
kidding.
YouTube. It's on YouTube and AEW.com right now. You
And
can
I
go
got
find it. Just
very
search.
drunk.
Yes. But one of the things that we did was have Karen recast some of her morning show cast as And Just Like That characters, which is her other hit right now. And I will say that she brought you up.
Wait a minute.
What did you do to me?
Already?
What did you do?
Who's playing me?
So
I didn't cast Theo,
So
but
Mark,
I did cast Mark Duplass
If I'm
in a
not
role.
if I'm not Miranda, I'm going home.
She did choose Billy as Carrie. She did do some gender swapping. Billy's
I
Carrie.
chose Jen as Big.
Yeah.
She is.
She is.
Because she's got that energy.
All right.
And I chose you as guess.
Aiden.
No, Aiden.
You know what?
Swoon.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You know, he's
I love
he's
Aiden.
dependable.
He is.
He's definitely second choice.
Oh.
And if you can't go big, you go Aiden. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
And I'm cool with it, guys.
No, I
Cool
thought
with it.
that Chip would be a carpenter.
Oh.
In another life.
Yeah.
A bad carpenter, but maybe
Yeah,
a carpenter. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was really Chip. It wasn't.
Some very good carpenters
It's the,
out there.
it's
Yeah.
the mustache.
Exactly, it's the
That's what it is. I've been
I
profiled.
like the new look. I think you should rock that on the show for sure.
Very debonair.
Yeah.
Very debonair.
Yeah, I agree. How's your SAG going so far, Karen?
Oh my gosh, amazing. I've had a great time.
Oh, sorry, I missed the question.
Our SAG Awards going.
Oh my God, this is incredible. We get to celebrate all the actors here, and I mean, we've had a tough year with the strike, and now we get to, all
Exactly.
be together, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You look like red carpet royalty. I have to interject. I'm sorry. Yes, Velvet.
Thank you. Thank you, Brioni.
Diamond.
Thank you, Brioni Raymond, for these. It's a great day.
You do look amazing.
Thank you, Bro.
So we were asking all of them what they have heard from people that actually do work on morning shows or live TV, what they feel like your show has gotten so right. Or is there anything that they've said like, that's not how that is?
No, I think they think our show is really, really authentic. It's a little soapy, right? Like there's not that much drama happening.
Honestly, so is working in media anyway.
Yes,
so.
exactly. But I also think that, that's what television drama is. It's got to have a little, you know what I mean? But they love watching it and they love seeing themselves. I remember I was on one television morning news show and they were like, I'm Alex Levy. I'm Alex. One of the hosts was like, I'm Alex Levy, But yeah, it's been really cool.
What's harder, being a morning show person? Careful.
Or
Come on.
standing on a platform.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll just move up a little bit.
Being a morning show person or being a very ready to date professor?
Oh. What's harder or easier?
Either one.
It's easier to be a professor who's out dating. It's harder to be behind the scenes and Mia's, she's got a lot going on that she can't talk about. So, yeah.
Well, I love you as both, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Congratulations on the second nomination, and we hope to see you
love
here
it.
next year as well. Yeah, I know. We'll get you some Campari. We'll
These
do
are
it.
the actors that play us.
Yes. Oh my God. No,
That was so fun.
So fun. Karen is a blast.
Yes.
As I mentioned, we filmed 3 rounds with her. Gave you a little spoiler of some of the choices she made. It's 3 rounds of conversation, cocktails, and competition. So each round's a game. So we had her do the recast. Also had her plan an epic brunch, but she had 10 guests.
Okay.
But she could only invite 5 of them.
Oh my goodness.
And I made the list hard. I mean,
Like
it was,
dead or alive?
They were all alive,
Okay.
but it was like
Like,
it's
what are you-
Beyonce, it's Celine Dion, who she's a big fan of. It's her kids, it's her dogs, it's CEO of Apple, Tim Cook. Like it was Michael Patrick King, who runs in just like that. So it was like, are you going to say no to your boss? So we have a lot of fun doing that one.
I love those games.
And then we took a walk down memory lane with a game we called Shot for Shot.
Okay.
And I presented her with screenshots from her past projects, and she had to identify it just from that shot.
Was she good?
She was. I had to give her some hints on some of them.
Because Patrick knows everything, by the way, that has to do with anything related to TV or film.
I do. It's a weird encyclopedic knowledge of all of that, and yet still have trouble remembering my own phone number sometimes. So there's only room for so much in there. But she was so much fun. So again, shameless plug. Go check it out. It actually launched this morning on YouTube and at EW.com.
And I love the morning show. I mean, it was. I didn't expect it. It kind of came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah.
And how like rich it is into that backstory and into that back world is really, really great.
I think it kind of had a Succession path of like
I was
growing.
literally going to say, but what also I love, it gave me that aspect from Succession, which is my other obsession, which we're going to see here on the carpet tonight. I mean, you've heard it over and over again, Succession, 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 but it's because it's worth it. Like the performances in that show are, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah. Sarah Snook always dresses incredibly as such a warm, kind person. I can't wait to see her tonight. All the nominees from that show, which again, there are so many. The list, I was looking at the list of who's actually nominated for the Ensemble Awards, and some of them are like the Gilded Age is up, and it's like there's like 35 people just from that one show on there.
Yeah, I know.
I got to spend one SAG years and years and years ago, before I was at EW, when I was at People, in the trophy room. So they have like a prop trophy that they win when they stand up on stage, and then they go backstage and they literally are filling out paperwork with like, here's how to spell my name, like making sure it's all right. And so I got to be in that room, and you got that was the year Brie Larson won for Room. One for Room. Leonardo DiCaprio came through. And they're all just like, it's so funny to like see people having to like do those mundane things.
Like Hollywood looks a certain way, but then when you get into these back rooms and you see all the paperwork and stuff, it's so funny.
Oh my God.
I just heard something amazing.
Yeah.
I heard that we might have
Felicia Pearl Impasse from The Color Purple, which I was saying is one of the ones I'm very excited to see nominated here tonight. Oh my goodness.
The Color Purple, you guys. Wow.
Come on up. Oh my goodness. Look at you, a vision in this.
This is stunning.
Oh my gosh, I tried to grab it from you. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can hold it.
Wait,
it's a little heavy.
Give me a moment.
Yes, this is fantastic.
Royalty.
Thank you.
All of
it. Custom to fit my body, which was so nice of him.
He is very, very good about that.
Yes.
Like I love, celebrities love to work with him because he is so wants to be inclusive in a way that we're not used to seeing fashion in the past be.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like he poured love into making this work for me, because I put it on and I was like, oh, a princess? I didn't know.
Yes, but like a modern, futuristic princess.
Yeah.
It's giving.
Thank you.
Okay, so The Color Purple. What a moment, what a mood, what are all the words the kids are saying? Like, that is what I felt when I watched that, and you just brought Celie to life, young Celie to life in such a beautiful way. What does she mean to you when you hear Celie, when you hear that name?
I think about light and love. I think about this idea that her resistance was being joyful with her sister, and really is a representation of what it looks like when you're pouring into other people and giving other people room to be themselves and empowering them. Because, when we come together, we can do so much work, and I think Celie totally stands for that.
Joy as resistance. I love that.
Yes.
I love it.
Well, you're not just don't just have fans in Janine and me. I know Oprah. Oprah reached out and was telling you how much your performance meant to her. What did that mean? I mean, I know she was working on the show, produced, like all of that, but what did it mean for her to specifically single you out and say that was fantastic?
Well, the text came after a day. When I say a day, I was ready to go home. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to do this. And in like true Oprah fashion, it was just a reminder that I'm never alone and that something bigger is guiding me. And in that instance, it was her. And, I was at 4 o'clock every day in my Oprah sweatshirt, ready to watch the show. So just to have her reach out to me was so meaningful and just like a testament to dreams coming true.
I love it. Just a reach out from
just a little tag.
Just a little something. But I want to talk about Fantasia and the fact that you guys are never really together on film. You're playing the same character.
Right.
But what has that bond been like afterwards with the press tour and all of the things? How have you guys been able to bond as the two separate Celies?
She is just the most gracious woman you'll ever meet. She's so kind. Anytime I had a question, a problem, I was feeling insecure, feeling a little imposter syndrome, she was there just to tell me, "Flee, girl, you belong here. Don't let them tell you otherwise. You are the one. Okay, you were chosen." And I'm like, thank you, Fantasia. I need to hear that. So
When she does impressions too, that was like perfect.
I know they've already done the Fantasia Barrino story. She played herself, but if she hadn't, we've got to hear the sequel.
Part two, yes.
There we go. Oh my goodness.
I
Well,
love it.
have a fantastic SAG Awards. You look incredible.
Belle of
I hope
the
you
ball,
feel incredible.
seriously.
Yes.
Absolutely stunning.
Well,
Have so much
enjoy your
fun.
evening. Oh my goodness, you're like
I
floating in
literally
that.
went to twirl her at the after party, you guys. You have to understand.
I'm seeing it on the monitor. Like, it looks even better in person. We've got Courtney B. Vance giving a little hug, and then he's going to be joining us up here.
He's
Oh,
doing his
goodness.
thing back there, having a moment. I love when this happens. The SAG Awards is like one of those places where you get to really see your fellow actors and embrace and have that time.
Yes. Speaking of embracing, here we go.
Well, hello, hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
How do I look? There we go.
Oh, there you are.
Come on now. Get it together.
How's your SAG carpet going so far?
You know, I just got on it.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here. I just got off the plane at 6 a.m.
Wow. Okay.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to tonight?
You're repping the SAG after right there. I see
I
that.
just got my pen on there. Yes. Say it again. What is your name?
Patrick. I'm Patrick. This is Janine.
Janine.
Hi.
Thank you both. Yes. What am I most excited about?
Yeah, tonight.
You know, I'm excited about us all gathering after 6 months of hell. And we're black. We're black. We're black. We're back and badder than ever.
All of that.
We're here.
Both at once. Both at
All
once.
of it at the same time.
Yeah.
You are about to join your wife with being in the Ryan Murphy universe in a new horror series that was just announced. Yes.
I'm back. I'm back with Ryan and Nisi, and I don't know who else is in it yet, so I'm excited. It's a great project.
It was Niecy Nash's birthday yesterday, and she was so excited. She said this is like a time. She is like top billing on this show and all of that. So what can you tell us? What can you tease us? Because people are trying to figure out what is going on.
Does she think that I'm going to give
She had
her
to try.
anything?
A tease.
Oh no, Ryan has got us on lock.
Oh, fine. I heard it's scary though. I heard it's scary.
It's all of that.
Okay. And then some.
Because I know. Obviously, you had the true life, obviously OJ story, all of that. But what does it feel like to get to dive into horror now?
It's interesting. Let me say that. It's going to be interesting for all of us.
Yeah.
Because it's new. It's only thing I'll say is that it's a half hour.
Oh.
It's not an hour.
We'll take any little nugget you got for
All
us.
right, he's not playing. He's like, we just got off strike. Everything's good. You're not getting no
He's like, I'm not getting. Yeah, I'm getting my.
That's all I'm gonna give you.
Well, enjoy your SAG. Thank you. It's such a pleasure.
Love you. Love your wife. Awesome.
Such a pleasure,
time.
sir. Thank you.
Have a great one.
Yes.
The people.
All about the people.
Love him so much.
And now we have one of my favorite people standing there. Lady in red. Oh my goodness, Fran Drescher. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? Fran is the president of SAG-AFTRA, so you've been very busy in the second half of last year. Well, all year, but the second half of last year fighting for a contract that was fair and got your team what they needed. Congratulations on getting past that.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to be here? This has to feel like just like capping all that off and saying we're back.
Exactly. I feel like we're very victorious, and now this is the cherry on the whipped cream. We're here, we're all together, we're celebrating who we are, not only as actors in the most powerful union in the world and the entertainment business, but also on Netflix, so that people around the world can see us and be a part of this. And so I'm very grateful. It's really a crescendo to what was a very stressful and difficult period, but a seminal one and a turning point, I think, for the SAG-AFTRA members.
You talk about that, and it played out in front of the world. I'm wondering, what did you do, in your position as president, to kind of buoy the union and just let them know that it's going to go on for a long time, but we're going to be okay. We're doing what's right. What was your tactic?
Well, I gave them the permission to have an ego for themselves, to appreciate that they are the center of the wheel in this industry, that it can't be done without them. They're foundational contributors. They're better than what they're doing to us. And it's a time of reckoning where everybody has to come to the table and accept that this is a turning point and a seminal contract was required.
Well, congratulations. Yeah, you got the job done, and now you get to enjoy the cherry and add some more at the after party.
Thank you.
Yes.
Have the best time.
Thank you.
Thanks
I
for throwing such a
appreciate
great
it.
party.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
and happy 30th birthday, SAG Aftra.
I know.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's for I think the SAG Awards.
The awards,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, happy birthday to SAG, and enjoy your evening.
I'll be making a speech too.
Yes, we look forward to that. We look forward to that.
And we are going to pass it on over to Gerrad, who has some fun going on.
Well, Janine and Patrick, you two earlier were talking about Succession and how much we think we are potentially going to hear that show's name called tonight. Well, of course, hear one of the stars of that show, Alan Ruck, a nominee tonight, along with his incredible actress, wife, Mairead Eno. So nice to have both of you here. How are you?
Nice to see you. Nice to see you again.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly thrilled to be back here at the Shrine for this year's SAG Awards. I got to ask because of, of course, we had the strike last year. This is the first SAG Award since that happened. Do you feel like there might be a little bit extra celebration tonight?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah. I think it worked out. It was hard, but I think it worked out well. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk Succession a bit. I mean, I don't know really what else there's left to say, but what I'm really curious about is how much do you miss Connor? Like, do you feel like you got your own proper goodbye to him?
Yeah, I think I did Connor justice, and I think he did me. And I think we'll call it even. Yeah.
You're not missing him yet?
No, not yet. I miss everybody else.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a nice chance to reunite with everyone here tonight. I guess you just had that last month with the Emmy Awards, but we'll keep it coming.
It's been a month.
Yeah, it's just been a month.
Yeah,
exactly. I got to ask you, the ad you recently did, reprising your Ferris Bueller character, a big veil of secrecy over that. You had a. Was there? You got to reconnect with that character? No.
No, maybe somebody owes me some money, but
Well, and we are hearing that there might be this new sequel, either series or movie, which would pick up obviously many years later.
Well, I do know that they're gonna do a movie about the two garage attendants.
Right.
Exactly. I know as much as you do.
All right. Well, we would try to get the information where we can. You two have a lovely evening. I guess it's still daytime, not evening yet, but have fun in there. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Take care. Janine and Patrick, back to you.
Hi.
Alex Borstein here with
the marvelous Alex
Borstein. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? How are you feeling being here again?
I'm doing very well, and it's a different feeling knowing this is the last. This is the last show.
Wow.
The last award show, the last hurrah. And it's exciting that Rachel and I are both nominated against each other, which is interesting. And I feel extremely honored to be in this category. SAG doesn't have a separate supporting actor. It is just actress, and I feel extremely honored. And it's good company that I'm in. So
nice.
It's great company, but how does it like? Are you guys like texting each other like it's gonna be me, not you?
No, we were kind of like more combative, like who's the biggest loser. We'd love to know who got fewer votes and compare it that way. We're just excited, and afterwards, we'll go to In-N-Out Burger and do it up right.
I'm ready for that. I keep saying we've got some donuts right off screen over there if you get hungry.
Oh, and they're Dunkin'.
What are you taking? What are you taking from set? What are you gonna?
What did I take from the visual set?
Yeah.
Oh, I took my keys. My character has keys around her neck. I have a leather jacket. I have a hat. I actually have my Emmy. I finally took it out of the box. Now that the show's over, I felt like it wasn't like bad luck. I took it out of the box and put it up, and I put the hat right next to it, so it's kind of a sweet little tableau.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope you get another one tonight, and then you can have a little friend.
Well, it would be weird to get an Emmy at the SAG Awards.
Well, not an Emmy, but a SAG. Yeah, it's a variety.
I think, you never know, but I think we have a fresh crop of youngins that are going to be busy tonight.
Well, it's always nice to see a new class in, but also to see you. I hope you have a fantastic SAG Awards tonight.
Have so much fun.
I'm here to enjoy the SAG, but not to SAG myself.
Same. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much, Alex. Have a good time.
Oh my goodness, I love that show so much.
So good.
Another show that I love though is The Crown, and we've got Elizabeth Debicki here.
Royalty.
Nominee this
Debicki
evening. Hi, how are you doing?
Thank you for
that. Stunning, Your Highness.
No,
None of that.
I know.
Right.
But you look regal, I will
Thank
say.
you.
Absolutely stunning.
What does it feel like to be here as a nominee this evening?
I love the SAG Awards. I'm not allowed to have favorites, but I love them because they're so friendly and you see all your friends. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful.
Who have you seen so far that you were excited?
Well, I'm Greta Lee's biggest fan. She's just the most beautiful woman in the world. And I saw Ali Wong before in her, there's just amazing women nominated. I'm very proud to be amongst them.
What does it feel like to be on a show that is really kind of, it's regarded so highly among so many different people, critics, fans, all of it, spot on performances, yours included. What does that feel like for you, and did you foresee this becoming what it was in your career?
I mean, I'd always hoped. I just met John Lithgow for the first time, and it was sort of like this meta crown moment because it's sort of bookending. Because I remember watching his performance and thinking, that is the most extraordinary acting. And if I can get anywhere near that show, I'll do anything. I'll play anyone in it, I never ever dreamed that it would be that role, and it's just been a huge gift for me to be involved in something. It's a lot of pressure because you think these people are so amazing and I have to uphold that standard, but I did my best.
So when you were envisioning that, were there roles that you were like, oh, I don't know, I could kind of look like that one?
Did I sort of Wikipedia the entire royal family? Probably, yeah. I'm sure mid-season 2 I was like, there's gotta be someone. I didn't put the Diana thing together though. In fact, it was my little sister who did it the first time. So.
Well, I know that Luther Ford, who plays young Harry, or Prince Harry in the final season, it was his brother's girlfriend texted him and said, "You look like Harry." He goes, "No, I really don't." And she's like, "You're ginger, it's close enough." And so he applied. That's how he ended up on the show. He
Wow.
applied.
Crazy.
Wow.
But it is such
it's his first ever acting thing. Yeah. Amazing.
What have those fan interactions been like since the show? I mean, have you had any that stick out in your mind?
The royal fans are royal fans.
It's true. I think that so what happens was when I was in character or doing the part and we would be filming on the street or something, it would be the most extraordinary reactions from people. But in my real life, I very rarely get recognized as Princess Diana. I'm sort of frequently, people sort of say, "Oh, what do you do?" And I say, "Oh, I'm an actor." And they say, "What have I seen you in?" And I sort of think, and sometimes I say,
Kensington Palace.
"Have you watched The Crown?" And they say, "Oh yeah, I love that show." And then I'm sort of like, "Do I do the next bit?" So I mean, and that's the testament to the crew as well, the hair and makeup team, costume team, everything. It's so transformative.
But also your acting, you just forget. I'm sorry, I'm watching those scenes, watching that scene with Prince Charles and all of that, like you're back in time and back in that moment. It's spectacular. You're so welcome.
You're fantastic on The Crown, but you also have done a lot of action, superhero, what do you find most enjoyable?
Yeah, what's your lane?
Or what's been the most exciting to be like, this isn't something I never thought I'd be doing, like hanging from a wire?
Do you know, I actually think the most exciting thing was playing Diana because it was so challenging, but the things that spring to mind, well, my first ever real job was The Great Gatsby. That was an incredible job for me. That was my favorite book ever, and then to play that character. But I did play a gold alien queen in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and 3. Didn't see that one on the bingo card. I did very much enjoy myself. So,
I enjoyed it too.
I enjoy when people just think of you in a completely random way and then call you up and say, "Will you do this thing?" That's my favorite bit of being an actor.
My only notes for is that I wanted more of your character.
Yeah.
Send the notes. Send them in.
From one gold alien queen to another, I just want to say you're awesome.
Yes. Oh my God. Enjoy your SAG. It's a pleasure.
Have the best time.
Yes.
Thanks so much for taking the time. Have a good one.
Oh my goodness. I'll escort you down as well as we get Kenneth Branagh
The back
from
of this dress.
Oppenheimer
The back of this dress,
coming
you
up
guys.
here.
Hi there.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Very well, thank you.
How's it going?
Good. Thank
How's
you
your
very
SAG so far? This is like the first one since some stuff happened.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, it seems the atmosphere of this event is always a little lighter, I feel. I think it's quite celebratory, and I think actors are always pretty generous with their fellows about evenings like this. They're pleased for everybody else. So this one feels like a sort of heartfelt one.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
We were saying earlier that we love that the SAG Awards honor ensembles, and the list of nominees actually gets to be broader than at most award shows. What does it mean for you all to have Oppenheimer celebrated and just so much of this very, very large cast celebrated here?
Yeah, I think it's a good point. I mean, I think in every film, when it's done well, every moment matters, and that's true of all of these nominees. But Oppenheimer's my particular experience. Chris Nolan felt that every moment and every performance mattered. So it's hundreds of actors, sometimes with a very particular and in terms of screen time, small amount of impact. But the difference it makes when they're treated with respect by him and when they bring their A game, it's amazing. And God is in the details, and you find that across the work that's been nominated. And I felt that we were so lucky to be part of a big, generous ensemble.
Yeah. Well, when I think about Oppenheimer and you have this just opus of a film almost, and it is powerful and it is long also, and a lot of words. So I just want to know your process of just memorizing that script. What was that like for you?
Well, it wasn't just script; it was quantum physics as well.
Yeah,
so so when Chris Nolan said to me, "You're playing a character who used to argue with Einstein." Then you go, oh boy, I'm going to have to look at some thick books for this. But he was such a guide to all of that. And he talks about writing a courtroom drama where words are important. People want to know what happens next with the dialogue. So in a way, it puts actors in the driving seat because we're responsible for doing that. That isn't just the smoke and mirrors of cutting and all the rest of it. Yeah. It's about actors being on point with the lines. So you just have to be up in the early. With someone like Chris Nolan, you have to be ready. You cannot be anything other than ready from 7 a.m. that morning. He expects you to be like that, and you have to be, and it's exciting to do it for him.
Wow. And that intensity comes across.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, now you get to party and celebrate, so we hope you guys have a good time in there.
Thank you.
Good. Pleasure.
So much fun. Congrats
oh, my goodness. As we say goodbye to Kenneth, we are going to say hello to Gerrad. How's it going down there, Gerrad?
Hello, with one of the stars of the recent Mean Girls movie musical, Ali Carvalho. So nice to see you. How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
Wonderful, thank you. Welcome to the SAG Awards. This is not your first time here, is it?
It is.
It is.
Yes. I've done the Oscars before, but never SAG Awards.
Right, exactly. Yeah, not just done the Oscars, performed at the Oscars, no big deal. And dodged that flag and everything that came with that.
Thank you.
Total pro you are. Congratulations on the success of Mean Girls. I mean, this movie, I was just telling you, it's some of the most fun I have had recently in theaters. I've seen it a couple times, and it's such a delight. What kind of reaction are you hearing from fans? I know you're very active on social media, so I'm sure you're seeing stuff.
I am very active on socials. What I was not expecting was gay Twitter to come for me once again.
Oh, no.
I have been shipped with Renee Rapp more times than I can count. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just saying that was something that was new and surprising. What else? I was really hoping that we would pay homage to our original film, and we also are an amalgamation of musical and OG 04 film. So I think we made our fans proud.
I think you did too. On the flip side, though, did you see the Tina Fey comment? She went after the Broadway See You Next Tuesdays who had complaints about the film.
Mother, no! What did she say?
She just had choice words for them and said, back off.
I love her, but I appreciate that. She gave us such wonderful bones.
Yeah.
Everything about it is iconic. Still, 20 years later, don't come for Tina Fey. She'll come right back at you.
Indeed, she will. Okay, question for you, because we know that there was the Moana series and you were going to be behind the scenes working on that, but now that huge surprise announcement with a second Moana film. All right, the big question remains your and Dwayne Johnson's potential involvement. What kind of news right here, breaking, can you share?
What was that, Mickey Mouse? Right. I feel him
Mickey's
breathing
in your
down
ear.
my neck right now.
Yeah.
What I can tell you is that we've been working really hard on it.
Yeah.
It'll come out November of 2024, which is only a few months
Not
away.
far.
So clearly we've been working on it for a minute without telling anyone. God, we're good.
Very impressive, that veil of secrecy. I mean, I recently heard Moana is the most streamed film on Disney Plus. Blew my mind, though it shouldn't because people love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, well, have the most fun here at the SAG Awards. It is so nice to see you, and I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I'll see
take
you next
care.
time.
Yeah, like it was. Oh, that purse too. You were killing
It's
it
heavy
here.
and it holds nothing.
Holds nothing. Patrick and Janine, back to you.
Oh my goodness, love her and my daughter Raimi. That was Moana, okay?
Yeah, Moana was here.
Well, guys, you are watching People and Entertainment Weekly's Red Carpet Live, brought to you by Campari.
In less than 1 hour, you can head over to Netflix and watch the 30th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards to see who will take home this year's actor statuettes.
Yes,
I'm very excited to figure all that out.
Yeah.
I know one person that we just saw on the carpet, so we're hoping that we get to talk to him in a minute, is Coleman Domingo, who's had a
Big year.
very big year.
Big year.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Color Purple, Rustin. You were
Yes.
telling me he's...
Oh yeah, Fear the Walking Dead. And I hope that we have him maybe return to that.
Mhm.
And of course, hopefully that we have. Sorry.
Sorry.
We have some more cast
we'll
of the
talk
crowd.
to Coleman in
Hi.
a second. We
I
have
know these
more cast
faces.
of the
How's it
crowd.
going?
Hi,
How is it
hi.
going?
No, I need that introduction.
I was just telling them.
We did. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We did. Entertainment Weekly got to host a screening of a really big episode for these guys in New York.
Come on up. Sorry.
My dad.
Yes.
Yeah. My son. You practiced that line a lot on that show.
That's right.
The father who loved his son.
Oh yeah, I love him very much.
Congratulations on being here as nominees. What does it feel like to get to walk this SAG red carpet tonight, knowing that there's a chance you might end up on that stage?
Yeah, it's incredibly exciting. I mean, I think it's one of those things that there's serious competition, so I think just to be around incredible people is just like insane and like starstruck, like beyond belief. So.
Have you guys run into people yet so far that you're like, oh my god, or seen them from across the carpet?
I saw Jessica Chastain and I was like, okay, whoa, that's a big, just to see, but it's insane. It's wild.
Oh man, Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Just saying him is always like your heart goes ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. You know, and so many, but yeah. It's lovely to be here.
So we had your co-star Elizabeth Debicki up here earlier, and she was like, I never even imagined playing Diana. And I told your story to her about getting the text saying that you should as well. Obviously, the show, you knew it was coming, that they were going to get to this time period and tell these stories. Did you ever imagine, like, there's a part in there for me? I know your answer already.
You can answer.
Well, I gave the cliff notes, but tell your story a little bit.
Well, no, for me, no, not at all. I mean, I was studying film at the time, but I hadn't planned to act. And it was an open casting call, and I went up for it. So the short answer is no. No, not at all. Never.
How about for you two?
No.
Completely no. I mean, I thought I was completely the wrong person for the role. And like went to the meeting with Peter kind of going, why? Why do you think I would be right? And then, and here we are.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're giving me William now. You give good, like...
Yeah. You slip into it so quickly. I was a massive fan of the show, and I was like, oh, that's a show I'd love to be in at like some point in my career with like something like that. But like all the characters were getting older. That's kind of the whole prospect of the show. So I never thought about the younger roles, but...
the Screen Actors Guild disagreed, and so congratulations on the nomination. I hope you guys enjoy your evening. It's good to see you again.
Thank you so much. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Enjoy your evening
as well. Thank you.
Congrats. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes.
Prince William said I look gorgeous, guys. Okay, we have
He's not
Oliver Platt. Thank you, Patrick. We have Oliver Platt coming
Yes,
up
Oliver
here.
Platt from The Bear. We are excited to have him. Hello, how you doing?
Hi.
Let me just do a courtesy block.
Yes,
yeah, please,
I've been doing them when we cut
subject.
over to Gerrad. I've been doing them too, so I'm right with you.
Subject you to live blotting unless I probably just did live blot, but that's okay. It's hot. How are you guys doing?
Goodness, I'm good. The Bear.
The Bear.
Like, just coming off of the Emmys that you guys had, coming off of just this entire award season of this show, the momentum and the power behind it has just been so much. What does that mean for you at this stage in your career to have a show that's really kind of like just caught fire like that?
Oh, I mean, it's just a gift. But I mean, the obviously what's wonderful is the attention that it's gotten, but the real gift is getting to do it.
Yeah.
You know, the gift is playing that role. The gift is working with those people, working with those incredible writers, you know, with Chris Storer and Joanna Kalo, and like, yeah, no, it's a gift. It's just, I'm just a lucky fellow, that's all.
When Cousin was sitting at that dinner table and he asked you for that job, and you guys
Bailed him out. Had to bail him out.
Yeah.
He never forgot it. I got a chocolate banana out of it, right?
The show is known for having some fantastic guest stars. Who are some people that you've been like nudging, being like, hey, you should figure this out?
Well, here's the thing. They're all bum rushing Chris so hard. He doesn't need. I mean, he's just dealing with the incoming traffic. I mean, and it's tremendously flattering to him, and I get it. It's like, you know, writing like that, it just doesn't come along. And we're so lucky that, I mean, this cast in that, sitting around that Christmas dinner table. Woo, are you kidding me? Everywhere you looked, it was like you had to sort of get used to it and calm down. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Brilliant.
Crazy.
Are you a foodie?
I'm a gourmand. I'm an eatie. I mean, I love to. I'm not really a cook. I really love to eat stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same. Ditto.
Yeah.
Same.
You know, what can I say?
So speaking of the guest stars, if we won't have you project for future, but like who even this season were you just like most like, what? They're coming on the show?
I mean, I had dinner with Chris before we started shooting, and he told me. And thank God he told me, so I didn't have to walk on the set. But it was like, I mean, with every person, I was like, what? Huh? What? You know? Yeah, no, it was, and also I think he did such a great job too of sort of like introducing them and letting the audience know they were there without then having it disrupt, because a lot of times that can be distracting, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis shows up out of nowhere. You're like going, wait, that's Jamie Lee Curtis, and you're not paying attention to the show.
Yeah.
But he always gave everybody a little time to sort of, for people to get used to him before the you know what went down.
Actors, that's what we are here for. You guys did the thing. Have so much fun tonight.
Hope to see you up on that stage.
Thank you so much.
So good
Appreciate
seeing
your
you.
time.
We're going to do some eating in there.
Okay.
Yes, cannot wait. Also can't wait to go back over to Gerrad.
Yes, okay. The wait was worth it. You two earlier were talking about the Gilded Age and the size of that cast. Well, here's Danae Benton and Audra McDonald. Hello to both of you. How are you today?
Hi, we are so good.
We're good. Yeah.
This is your first SAG Awards?
Yes.
Not your first.
No.
No. But doing the whole thing together.
Yeah, I'm so honored to be here. I was saying my head's less on a swivel, trying not to make lingering eye contact with the people I'm fans of.
Yeah, down here we just keep doing the like turning left to right and see what's going on. Okay, so the Gilded Age. This cast is just one of the most stunning right now on television. The talent, what they have you wearing, just an actor's dream come true.
Truly.
Yeah. It's sort of like a repertory company too, because with this show they cast so many theater people in the cast. So many of us have worked together before in theater, and so when you show up on set, it's just all the people you've known and loved in the theater world.
Absolutely. And it just sort of feels like every element is like an actor's dream, from the details of the props to the details of the costumes to the buildings. Like you get transported. So much of the work is done.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly doing the job for us as we were watching. I got to say to you as well, this year, the film Origin and your scenes in that just were phenomenal.
What Ava DuVernay did with that film, and amazing ingenue, Alice Taylor, what she was able to bring to that role, and the story that film is telling. I mean, I think it's important for everybody to see it. I think there's healing in that film. It really is. Yeah.
It's just incredible. Lastly, here quickly, I want to ask you the first job you got that was a real pinch me moment for you. What would that be?
I mean, for me, it would have to be my Broadway debut, my first corset, where I got to play a Russian countess and kind of start myself on the period drama track. Kind of changed my whole life. Yeah.
First corset, I love that. I think I guess my first Broadway show was a corset too.
Really?
I think I wore a corset in Carousel. Yeah, I think we had little corsets. Yeah, we did. We had corsets. Yeah. All right. Once you put your first one on, that's it.
You don't take them off.
Yeah.
Well, all the better for you to do it, because I know that I don't know how you do it, but
They are painful.
They are as hard as they sound.
Yeah. I tell you what, after lunch on the set of The Gilded Age is a sad place to be for most of the women in the show.
Oh, goodness. Well, hopefully no wailing tonight. Enjoy your time here. Enjoy your first SAG Awards, and I will let you get back to it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, of course. Take care. All right, Patrick and Janine, who you got there? Oh, Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. How are you?
I'm good, although today I'm here representing Monk, Mr. Monk's last case. Some compatriots of mine from Maisel are here, and I'm luckily going to be sitting with them tonight. But here, it's for me, it's about Monk.
You're cross-pollinating tonight.
Exactly.
I was a huge fan of the original Monk, and when we heard he was coming back, we were super excited about that. Does that make it easier or harder to return to a character knowing that there's like such fervor behind it?
It's challenging. It's daunting because we felt that we ended the show 14 years ago. We ended on such a high note, and if we were going to revisit it and revisit all these characters, we wanted it to be as good, if not better, than our last episodes. And we feel like we accomplished it. We feel really proud of the movie.
And now to see that it was so well received, what does that feel like?
Well, it's very gratifying. You just never know if there's still an appetite for a show that's been off for that many years. But apparently, people are still interested in these characters and the trajectory of the main character.
I'm thinking now, do you keep hand sanitizer for events like this where you're like, I'm shaking 900 in. There you go. Oh my God, there you go. I love it. Well, enjoy shaking hands with all of your former co-stars and others tonight. Congratulations.
So much.
Have a bath.
I love the look too.
Yes. We're going to be joined next by Phil Dunster from Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso,
one of my favorites.
Here.
There we are.
Phil,
Come on in.
Yeah,
you can cut
please,
in. Cut right
shall.
in.
Hi, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Good. I feel like I've just swapped with Tony.
I know,
think that
right?
he was in
I like it.
We did it on purpose.
It. But it's a fun one. It's
Yeah.
a fun one.
Thanks, man.
Okay, Ted Lasso, beloved. All right, universally, it's just one of those things that people look to and go to even after the sadness of it being over. Maybe. I thought I was gonna like
such a
get
dot.
something-
You're
I
like-
thought I was gonna get something out of him right there. I thought he was gonna be like, "Yep, it's over."
Yeah, Jason will be here soon. Ask him.
Well, how does it feel to be here again? Because you guys do this awards thing a lot.
So this is our first SAG that we've been in person. There was a virtual one, and then we were filming last year. And so this is our first SAG in person, IRL, as they say on the internet. But no, I mean, this might be, for now, is I think the last one in a little run of coming, and it never gets old, does it? I mean, you guys do much more of these than I do, and it still feels like it's the glitz and glam.
But it's got to hit a little different because it used to be like a field trip because y'all were filming or you knew you were going to go back to filming.
Yeah.
As of right now, as we were saying, as of now, hopefully not forever, it's done. So does that hit a little different knowing it's less of a field trip and more a reunion?
Yes, it does. I suppose it does. And because there is the thing of like everything's fresh and new the first time round, and it's terrifying but also wonderful. It's nice to see people that you remember from having done it before, and that's a really nice thing to feel like, oh yeah, it's like, start to feel a bit of part of the furniture a little bit more.
Yeah.
But also, I think that it still feels like a field trip. Turning up in Hollywood and seeing your friend who you were filming on a lot with in like West London, like far out West London, you're like, this is silly, man. What are you doing here? This
Oh
is
my
silly.
God. I feel like those eyebrows are ready to party. I feel like you are ready for the party tonight.
Yes.
And celebrate.
I have to go home straight afterwards.
Oh.
I know.
Well, at least stop by the gala for a second.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to keep saying this on the plane. I'll be there on the flight, just telling everyone, I was at SAG Awards, guys. I was at SAG Awards. I was at SAG Awards.
Please do. Have
I
so
love
much
it.
fun. Have so much
Have
fun.
a blast.
And
Good
we're
to
going to
see
kick
you
it over to
guys.
Gerrad, who is having more fun.
Having lots of fun down here with Glenn Powell. We are talking about how busy this guy is coming up. About to go to South Africa, you said, to film.
Huntington, with A24.
That's wild. And then a series after that. But meantime, he has 2 movies that are coming out this summer. It might be the summer of Glenn Powell. I want to talk to you about those first. Hitman, which went over like gangbusters at Sundance. What was that? Because that was the first time you had seen the movie with an audience, right?
Yeah. It played at Venice, it played at London, it played New York, Toronto. So
But strikes were happening during all of that,
Strikes
right?
were happening.
Yeah.
So obviously, SAG, we were all in solidarity, so nobody showed up. But I heard the reactions were great, and then we all got to experience it together in Sundance, which was really amazing because it really is an audience movie. I mean, people really love to see it, and so to experience it with an audience, experience it with my family and the people we made it with, it was awesome.
Yeah, and in that movie specifically, I want you to share what you can with the people to tease, because there are homages to other movies, to other TV shows, these hitman characters, about the kind of fun you got to have, you must have had, like the looks, the wigs, all of that.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy who obviously puts on all these disguises to entrap people for murder, essentially, and I got to since hitmen don't really exist, you're pulling from pop culture and movies and all these different things. So there's some great homages to real life characters in the movie. It was an actor's dream.
I can't imagine. And then Twisters in July, not a remake. It is. Do we even call it a sequel? It is just in the world of that movie.
I mean, I still don't know how to talk about it. All I can say is it's badass. It's really...
I mean, the trailer alone that played during the Super Bowl, holy cow.
The movie, I mean, we have the best of the best in terms of actors and department heads on this thing. Lee Isaac Chung directed the hell out of it. We just saw it, and it's, like, spectacular. So I'm super excited to unleash it on audiences this summer.
And lots of very practical stuff in that, too. So can't wait to see everything that you get to do there. Glenn, have a great time at the SAG Awards. Nice to see you. Yeah. Back to you, Janine and Patrick.
Hi there. So we've got Olivia Williams and Jonathan Pryce from The Crown nominated tonight, final season. So it's great to have you here, but it's also sad to know it's the end of The Crown. What does it feel like to be here?
It's fun. I love these Screen Actors Award because it's actors celebrating actors, and we can all just congratulate each other.
Yeah, I get a chance to see actors that I've worked with over the past 50 years, which is fun.
Wow. Speaking of celebrations like that, 30 years of the SAG-AFTRA Awards tonight, and it just feels like there's an energy there. There's that milestone. There's the fact that, you had that big strike that happened and went away, and we're back now. Like, what is the energy like for you as you came in tonight and did the whole step and repeat?
I mean, we're all members of the same union. And people were in line, no one cutting in, no one saying I'm more important than you. It was socialism in action, which you don't see in Los Angeles very often.
It's very reminiscent of immigration at LAX. LAX.
What's there?
I love it. You look amazing. You look flawless. I want you guys to have so much fun tonight. Please enjoy. Who is this, really quickly?
Adeline Lee.
Woo! Killing it. Thank
Amazing.
you so much, you guys. Have a good one.
Enjoy your evening. It's such a pleasure. Congratulations on fantastic work in the nominations.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Next up... Gorgeous. Next up, we've got another gorgeous...
Another gorgeous
Hello,
vision.
How are you?
Hi, how are you? Hi, Barbie. You get that a lot, right?
You are here, nominated, but also presenting. Is there excitement to get to present, or you're like, I'd really rather just sit in the chair?
No, it's exciting. Margot and I get to present the Barbie package, and that's really exciting.
Well, you got a huge Barbie fan. I mean, I'm a fan too, but
I
she
know,
is
I'm
like a
trying to hold
super
back
fan.
because, from a little girl to all of this, I got this chat with you ahead of the film when no one really knew it was about to be given to us in that pink explosion.
Yes.
What is it like being on the complete other side of it being as big a boom as people thought it was going to be?
I mean, it's all just been a dream. Every step of it has felt like it's been the best version of it that it could possibly be. And the fact that audience members really resonated with it, that they loved it, that they dressed in pink, that they made their TikTok videos, that they, did Gloria's monologue or danced to I'm Just Ken. It's like, this was a movie for the audience. And the fact that people all around the world loved it and had fun with it and cried with it, I mean, that's the success, right? That's all you can ask for.
Yeah. Are you excited to be Oscar Barbie?
I mean,
what's the plan?
What could be more exciting than being Oscar nominee Barbie. I'm honored to play that role.
Yeah, I love it.
It was amazing to see the reactions that you got, and I know you filmed a recreation, but you also had all the FaceTimes you were getting, and it's fantastic to see everyone rallying and so happy for you.
Yeah, that experience of hearing your name as an Oscar nominee is, I think, for anybody. Here we are at the SAG Awards. You know, I assume a lot of actors are watching. It's like we know the shared experience of growing up with a dream to be an actor, and and the Academy Awards always being the mountaintop. And I'll never forget watching Halle Berry win and seeing in that like a door open for me. And it's just the best part of this for me is getting to show up and represent so many people who are maybe seeing themselves for the first time in a movie like Barbie at the Academy Awards. And so it's so much bigger than, any one performance.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. You look fabulous. Have the best time tonight.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
have a fantastic time. Gerrad, we're going to cut over to you as we finish chatting with America over here in private, because I just have to gush more.
Yes, we have things.
I am here with Erica Alexander, one part of the incredible ensemble of American fiction, which is nominated for Best Ensemble this year, one of those 5 films. Congratulations on the film. Tell me about the kind of reaction, the folks that people are talking to you about when they see the movie.
I think that they're really gratified by this film. The themes in it, talking about stereotypes and tropes of specifically African Americans, but that happen to all sorts of people who lived in marginalized situations. And so I think that there is a community that wished that we spoke to this, and to see it on the big screen done so well. Cord Jefferson did a fantastic job. Percival Everett is the author. But then you've got the great Jeffrey Wright, Sterling K. Brown, and Tracee Ellis Ross, and Issa Rae, and Leslie Uggams, and Keith David. It just goes on and on and on, and that's what they love.
Yeah, honestly, I want more of your character. We need to make that happen, okay? Can we do that? Yeah, exactly. Well, enjoy the SAG Awards. I know you're going to be up there presenting the film with your cast. It is so nice to see you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Gerrad.
Take care.
Pleasure.
All right, back to the two of you. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, that is right.
We're back.
Hello. Wonderful talent here.
And we're back.
There we go.
Jennifer Aniston, you guys. Oh my goodness. Morning show, all the things. How are you doing? How are you feeling tonight at the SAG Awards?
I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I'm
nervous.
Always nervous, but in it's fun butterfly ways to
Okay.
see all my friends and peers and some I don't know, and I just get to fangirl, and it's fun.
Well, and you also get to present to Barbara Streisand.
Okay, well, that's what I was. I didn't know if that was a secret or not.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I was sorry, and that's what's making me want to vomit. So, other than that, it's so good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is there what makes Barbara somebody that makes you that excited? I mean, I think we all know, but for you personally.
I wanted to have that voice. She was in my house since I can remember. I just heard that voice. There's nothing like her. There's no one that compares to her. And she paved the way for a lot of us women, all of us actually.
You came back in. You said welcome back. Does being on the morning show make doing these sorts of things or presenting at an award show any easier?
No. Truth be told, no. These are, oops, sorry. They're, you just do your thing, and you guys probably have it easier than we do, because you just get to sit and talk to people, right?
Yeah.
Do you find it
For the most part, we've got a lot of.
Are you
nervous? Always. But if you're not nervous, it's not exciting, right?
Yeah,
You say the same thing with acting.
I'd say you want to maintain nerves, because I think it just means you care.
Yeah. Well, you look amazing.
Thank you, girl.
Have the
So
best
do you.
night. Thank you so much.
I will. Enjoy
And
your
I love your
evening.
hair. I wanted to tell you when I saw you on Instagram, I love your hair.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Enjoy your evening. Yes. Oh my goodness, we are going to be joined next by Storm Reed.
Yeah.
I know, that was incredible.
Wait a second.
Hello, Storm. How you doing?
Storm, in the pink and green and black.
Floral moment.
Oh, yes. It's giving.
Yes. We were just talking to Jennifer Aniston, who's presenting tonight as well, if she gets nervous and what that's like for you presenting tonight. So how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling good. It's my first SAG Awards. I'm just excited to be here. My thing when I get on stage and I'm about to present, I'm like, just don't fall. Just don't fall. Don't trip. So as long as I can walk out there nice and smooth, and I'll be good.
Oh my goodness. And you've had an eventful award season already. What has been the highlight for you so far?
Oh man, I mean, it's just been such a whirlwind. I wasn't expecting to win an Emmy this award season, so, you know, that's really cool and something that I'm still trying to process. But just to be able to like celebrate all this beautiful work that we've been able to consume recently, it's just so much fun.
Yeah. Where did you put it?
Oh. It was in our living room, but then my mom put it in our theater. So it's in our theater, it's put up, and it's nice and safe,
Perfect
and it's
placement.
glistening and glowing, and I like to look at it. It's cute.
I love that. Well, I have to say, fight on.
Yes.
We've got a Trojan, and a Trojan, and we are across the street from USC, University of Southern California, where we went. What is it? It's got to feel weird to be like, oh, there's the school. I mean, I know it is for us. Like, there's the school we went to, and now we're here, dressed like this, doing this.
Yeah, I was like, I knew, of course, like, I'm on campus all the time. I know where the shrine was, like, or is, but when I pulled up and I was like, oh, we are literally across the street.
Like, I used to cram over there.
Exactly, literally. Like, the little intersection where you walk from the village to the campus is, like, right there. I'm like, oh, I'm over here every day.
Well, it's a lot nicer now than it was when we were here.
fixed it
We
up.
did not have a Trader Joe's or a Target across the street. We had to drive all the way across town. So you were doing just fine here.
Thank you so much, valued alumni. Have the best time tonight.
So nice to see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And guys,
always nice to
let's
see a
get
fellow
some
Trojan.
music going on here. We have Billie Eilish and
Phineas.
Phineas
Oh my
making their
goodness,
way
making
up
their way
right
up here.
now, looking wonderful, looking like a fashion award winner and all the things.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. How's it going?
We're doing good. How are y'all doing?
Doing good. Very good. Yeah.
A little toasty, but
it's all right. Yeah, it's good.
We've been asked. We're having a series of presenters coming up. How are you feeling about presenting?
I'm excited. I've never done like a little like presenting like thing before, but I'm
Are you gonna
excited.
handle, assuming there's an envelope, are you gonna like open
Well,
it
I've done it
slyly?
before, but I've never done it like with somebody and like had like a little section of talking. I don't know.
Wait, do you practice opening envelopes as presenters? Is that a thing?
I feel like
It's
sometimes
like everybody
people have
struggles
trouble
with
with it. You know what I mean? So maybe you do it while they're showing the clips of the movies or
When
whatever.
I've done it,
and you just quietly open it.
I like stand there and I open it first and then I close it, like it's like a fake.
You can sneak a peek.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Dude, I've been thinking about that though, because like I want to know, but no, just so I don't like struggle. You know, your hands are shaking when you're up there. It's scary.
I was like a fast read. Like I remember, I think Meryl maybe gave Daniel Day-Lewis his Oscar a couple years ago, and she goes, and the winner is Daniel Day-Lewis. One fluid, like she just like knew as she said it. I think that's slick.
Did the
I'm not saying
thing.
you have to do that,
Well,
but I think it's
Your music means so much to so many people, but this song from Barbie, what has it been like to see the reaction to that? And obviously the montages there. I actually knew one of the women featured in the montage who passed away actually right before and so to see her celebrated there. What has it been like to hear people say how much that meant to them?
I mean, it's really incredible. It's so surreal, and it makes me feel like so. It feels like such community, you know. I feel like whenever I feel a sense of like family and community with people I don't even know, I don't know. I just hold it very close to my heart. It was very, very special.
Well, we hold it close to our hearts as well.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
On
Have
loop.
fun tonight presenting. It's a pleasure. And good luck with the rest of your award season.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. Yeah. Enjoy. We're going to keep things
Billie
going.
Eilish.
Yeah. We're going to keep things going in a marvelous way with Rachel Brosnan.
Marvelous.
How
yes,
are you
I had
doing?
To say it. Rachel Brosnahan.
Yes.
Looking like a statue trophy yourself.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
How's your night going so far?
I think it's been great. My little brother's here. It's his very first award show and our last for Maisel, so this has been so fun.
Now, what did you warn him about or get him excited about ahead of time, this being his first?
I was just like, it's gonna be chaos. It's pure chaos. Just bend your knees and ride the wave, and also please fix my dress.
All important things. I literally, as you said that, I was like, oh, my knees are locked. I should not do that so I don't end up on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Take a deep breath, bend your knees.
Have the emotions passed now, or does a night like tonight bring them back up, knowing that world, is in the past?
You know, it's both. We finished shooting at the end of 2022, and the last episode aired in the middle of 2023.
Yeah.
So we've had some distance, but we've been able to say to each other, well, we'll see you at the next thing. We'll see you at the premiere. We'll see you at the Emmys. We'll see you at dinner next week. And this really is our last hurrah. And so I'm really grateful to be closing it out with Alex Borstein, who plays Susie. We started this adventure together, and we get to end it together. And I don't know, talk to us at the end of the night when we're puddles on the floor, but it's been pretty special.
But as one thing ends, another begins. I know we talked a little bit about you playing Lois Lane last time at the Emmys. As that's starting to come together even more, what's that been like to start to prepare?
It's been really fun. We just had our first table read out in Atlanta earlier this week. And everybody's amazing. It's such a great group. We got to meet everyone for the first time, and I'm really, really excited. I'm excited to share her with you and share this whole cast and the new Superman.
Can I get a one word non-spoiler, but one word that Apple, or is there something?
Apple?
I'm just saying, it's something random from the script.
Banana.
Or
No, get it. Oh, from the script. Oh, God. Legacy.
Legacy? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it from the title.
Try not to get fired before we begin.
Fair, I guess. Had to ask. But enjoy your evening, and I hope your brother has the best time.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell him we said hi.
Hi. So lovely. Oh my God, this dress. Oh my God.
Next
We've got
up, one vision to the next. We have Penelope Cruz coming up, nominated for Ferrari. And wow. How are you? I'm great.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
How are you doing this evening?
Good. I just landed last night, and now I'm here, and I'm a little bit nervous, but very happy to be here.
What does Penelope Cruz have to be nervous about? I need to know.
No, every time this happens, to be nominated is the same feeling as the first time, and it's your peers, your colleagues, the actors voting for you, and it's just such an honor, really.
But it's not your first time. So what does it feel like to also know that a first-time nomination or getting nominated once is a career milestone, but to know that you've gotten the chance to be at these things and nominated and recognized by your peers so many times, that has to feel so special.
Yeah, for me it's very special because I thought it would never happen. Then it happened once, and I thought, okay, at least I experienced this in my life once. And then it happened a few times more. Yeah. So that's why I'm telling you, every time I feel like a little girl overwhelmed by, I see so many people that I admire here. I just saw Meryl again, and she's the one that I always rush to hug, and she's always so sweet and so kind, and she's my favorite actress of all time.
I mean, yeah. Right. I think a lot of people share that. Well, I hope you have fantastic encounters the rest of the evening with other people that you love, and enjoy your SAG. You look fantastic.
A vision. That's what I said when you came up. Have so much fun.
Enjoy your evening.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Gerrad, I hear you got something going on over there.
I do. Not just something, but some things. Three guys here from the nominated cast of Barry, Stephen Root, Anthony Kerrigan, and Michael Irby. Gentlemen, so nice to see you tonight, and thanks for stopping by here. Anthony, I got to ask, I got to call out here for a second. We just had Rachel Brosnahan. She showed you that dress a couple days ago because they're in Superman Legacy together.
This is true. She showed me the dress. I was like, yes, wonderful, approved. I showed her the suit. She was like, yes, absolutely. And so here we are tonight.
And here we are tonight, getting fashion advice. This is the guy to go to if you folks need it. Tag him on social media. Gentlemen, have you made peace with the fact that Barry's over and you're not going to get to play around with these characters anymore?
We've made peace with it. In fact, Oliver Platt just walked over to us and said that he would have liked to have been on the show, which I thought was very amazing.
That's an honor. That's an honor. Yeah. I mean, you can never really make peace with it. It's especially something as good as Barry. Yeah. I mean, you miss it, you grieve it. But honestly, I mean, the fact that I'm here with these gangsters tonight, celebrating it, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it's all about the writing. The writing is so amazing on this show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Incredible writing. Well, guys, congrats on the show. Best of luck in there tonight. Have fun at the SAG Awards. Nice to see you. Thanks so much. Take care. Back to you guys at the other end of the carpet.
Yes, back to us, and we are here with Alexander Skarsgård from Succession, a show we've been talking about nonstop.
Sorry, I'm so distracted by Nick Braun back there. He's so handsome. Look at that man.
I mean, you're very tall as well, but with his height, you can't miss him on a crowded carpet.
You cannot miss Nick Braun.
Woo. And I love this too, because this is where the stars get to see the stars and the actors get to appreciate the actors. Is this one?
I get to
how does
fan
this one
out
feel?
on Nick.
Yeah. Of all the award shows, how does this one feel for you?
Well, it's a special night for many reasons. I'd say yes, it is actors celebrating actors, which is a special night. But also for us on Succession, it's the last award show this season, and it's our final season. So it's kind of like I'm not gonna get emotional here, but it's like the last party with the whole gang. So it is bittersweet, yeah.
So you guys are going out with a bang at the party tonight, is what you're saying?
Oh, I will.
And if the tears come, you can just say that's jet lag.
Exactly. I blame it on. I flew in from Sweden yesterday, so it's just jet lag, and so it's not the alcohol, it's not the emotions, it's the jet lag. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It really was a special job and a really special group of people. So I think it's gonna be a fun night.
What was your favorite line? Like, is there one that kind of like plays over in your mind? Something
the first thing that comes to mind is Lucas's mantra, privacy P pasta, which he says a couple of times, and that's kind of his creed, his motto that he lives by. So yeah, I think about that a lot.
Obviously, working with fantastic scripts and came into the story as it was well established. But what conversations did you have, and how do you feel like you embodying the character pushed it in a direction where we ended up? What do you feel, or did you have conversations about like, oh, I think he's got this aspect to his personality, or what came to it once you were in the role?
I think Jesse Armstrong and the rest of the team of writers are so playful, and they're quick on their feet. And I think when they're on set, and mostly because, partly because they're all comedy writers, and they work well with. They love banter and picking up on things, and if they see that something is a direction is interesting, they'll change the script, and then they'll kind of lean into that kind of dynamic of a relationship or of a character. So I think I don't take credit for anything that Lucas did on the show, but I think they might have seen stuff that we did that they thought, well, like, this is interesting, and like, can we push this even further? Can we make him weirder? Can we? What happens if we try this? And then, so it was challenging in one aspect of it was challenging because it was a lot of rewrites and a lot of last-minute rewrites because they were constantly trying to shape it and making it better and more interesting and more edgy. So it was that was a bit daunting and scary sometimes because you'd be like, "What are we shooting tomorrow?"
It was edgy. It was edgy.
But it was always rewarding when they finally came in the scripts because there was a reason they'd worked on it so many times and tweaked it and
it was beautiful.
And kind of elevated it, I think.
Absolutely great to watch. Alan, thank you so much for taking the time and being here. Have a great time. Enjoy this final ride. And we're going to go over to Gerrad right now.
See you. Enjoy your evening.
Fresh, just stopping by here at the end of the carpet with me, Rhea Perlman and her daughter Lucy. Hello to you both. How are you tonight?
How are you?
Wonderful.
Great. Very good.
It is so nice to see you. Barbie, of course, one of the nominated films here for Best Ensemble. This role, Ruth Handler, I mean, especially the scene at the end when she gives Barbie kind of her marching orders and said, you got to make a decision. Tell me about that scene and what it has meant to people and what they've shared with you.
Well, you know, that scene seems to have resonated with people all over and all different ages and men and women. And it resonated with me when I read it, and I just didn't know that it would have that much power. Of course, you never know. And I'm just so feel so honored to have been part of that movie in that way. Yeah.
It's a really incredible moment. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you were just, or still are, on Broadway?
We finished,
You
but
finished?
yeah, I was on Broadway.
With your dad?
With my dad, yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine what that must be like getting to, it's not just like a little thing, it's Broadway.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah.
It was so great.
Yeah, we had,
It was a great show. I saw that as many times as I saw Barbie. I'm serious.
Which is probably a lot.
A lot. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. What is the first role you ever got that was a real pinch me moment and you just couldn't believe that you got to do this with these people?
Wow, the first role was, I mean, seriously, I can't go back further than Carla. I can't, in Cheers.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, I read that and I was, oh boy, that is me. I think that's me, you know. And I auditioned for it, and I knew the writers from Taxi, but I didn't know them that well. And the fact that I got to be such a ball buster lady, you know.
That is one word for her, indeed.
Yeah, because in Taxi I was the nice girl.
Yeah.
And I was very happy to not be the nice girl. Yeah.
Well, a real career-defining moment for you, for sure, yeah. Well, congratulations on the success of Barbie. So nice to see both of you, and enjoy the SAG Awards. Yeah, back to you, Patrick and Janine.
We are just cracking up over here with none other than Halle Bailey. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
So good, so good. You look absolute. Can we just go here first?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
The necklace is, I mean, it's like, okay, good. It's showing as well on camera as it is in person. It is stunning.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Everything.
very much.
And you are on a mom's night out, essentially, right? You have a new one.
Yes.
How does it feel to be out and about and in glam?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I am having a Cinderella moment where I'm glam for the night, having such a great time, and then I'm back to being in my cozy clothes as soon as I get home. So I'm having so much fun. I miss him so much. I say this every time I get on a carpet now. I just want to go home.
We have to have a baby on the carpet moment one of these days, because you're going to be keep getting awards and keep getting nominated and all the things.
Taking pictures, so he would be down.
Okay. I call that a promise.
Deal. I'm ready for it. What are you most looking forward to tonight? Or have you already run into the people that you're like, that's the moment tonight?
I mean, honestly, it's so surreal being able to see people you're such fans of in person. You're like, I just watched your movie yesterday in bed. Like, this is so cool. I've never been to these awards before. I'm just honored to be here and to hang with the Color Purple cast. I mean, I'm so proud of all of us. We're just going to have a great time tonight.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The Color Purple is here, and we get a mermaid tail, so all the things are happening. But what did it feel like to be a part of that and to be the joy and the light that was those early scenes in that movie? That has a lot going on.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I really had such an amazing time. This movie has meant a lot to me since I was a young girl. I mean, in Black culture, Color Purple, everybody knows the story. So the fact that I got to be a part of this beautiful reimagination was so special, and play a sister, I felt like, oh wow, this sisterhood I know because of my experience with my sister. And yeah, just a beautiful time.
Where is Chloe? I feel like
I know, I miss her. She's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, back home in like the home ground.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what has it been like seeing her as an aunt?
Oh my God. My sister thinks that is her child. I'm like, excuse me, I pushed him out, not you.
That is so
She's
sweet.
the best auntie.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, when you're going back into this Color Purple moment, and you're seeing like what tonight means for the ensemble, for all of you that came together, because it really did feel like an ensemble film. And this is one of the only award shows that really awards ensembles. So, what has that been like to just be a part of such a massive group of people who are recognized?
I mean, it's incredible, honestly. I'm just witnessing history, just sitting there, watching everybody just be bloom into beautiful flowers. I'm just inspired and just feel like, wow. As a fan, I'm just like, wow.
Fantasia's the Coleman.
Oh my
all the
gosh,
things.
yes.
Well, you look amazing. You were part of that, and you are amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time. Have the best mom's night out from one to the other, okay? Have a good one.
Thank you so much. So good
to see you. Thank you.
Huge fan. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, as we say goodbye to
The Color Purple.
Yes, we are saying hello to Lily Gladstone, nominated for Killers of the Flower Moon, looking stunning in red.
Looking stunning,
Yes,
making history, all the things. We are so glad to be here with you. And just, yeah, I'm sorry, we're like tripping over each other over here.
I'm a huge fan, and I think it's been so important to see you giving these speeches and sharing your story and why it's important to have representation at these events. So when you're planning, I mean, you might give one tonight. There's a strong chance you would give one tonight. What goes into planning that and deciding what the message is going to be of what you're going to say?
You know, I just always work best when I'm speaking from the heart. So it's things that I carry with me all the time. I always carry home with me. I always carry my language, my name, my people with me. So that often is what comes out first. And, you know, it's kind of being this, having this circle around me that is also doing tremendous things right now. It just makes it a little bit easier to know that, you know, people got you. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I stay present. I think about maybe a little bit if I have to say something. When I know I have to say something, oftentimes I'll go over my speech over and over and over again, but then it just always has to come from the heart.
Has the feedback been like very positive and responsive to everything that you've been
You know, one of my favorite things, especially when I just introduced myself in Blackfoot language at the Golden Globes, is seeing the response from Blackfeet community back home. And one of my favorite ones was a mom tweeted about it. Her little 2-year-old who's learning the language and is growing up with the language was repeating what I was saying back on the TV. And I was done. She gave me her little blessing. She went, "Sukapi," which means good. It's good. Like she was saying, "Good job."
Oh my goodness,
Sukapi
that's
to you.
beautiful. Thank you so much for your work in this film and for the power that you bring to this. It's heartbreaking, but it's also just you see these women, and it's inspiring to watch. So thank you so much, and good luck on everything. You got a lot going on this award season, so
It's a
good luck
lot.
to you.
But we're all here together. Best ensemble I'm most excited about.
Yes. Well,
Have a
enjoy
good
your
one.
evening.
Have a good one.
Yes, lovely to meet you. Love her.
Yeah.
And the speeches, I mean, particularly the Globe, just fantastic.
Yeah.
We've got Quinta Brunson coming
oh
up.
my gosh.
Hi there.
Hi, Quinta. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I can't complain.
This is my friend. So the last time we got to talk, you were one of people's. You were like definitely one of people.
Of the year.
People of the year. Person
Yes.
of the
Yes.
year. I feel like you are like always in that space for me because what you have done with Abbott Elementary is just so inspiring. It's so beautiful and it's so hilarious. So how tired are you? Because you do a lot of jobs.
Always tired, perpetually. Just that's the default. You know, that is really just how I exist.
But you don't look it though. That's the best part.
Thanks, girl.
You're tired, but I also want to ask about, have you recovered from Hot Ones? Has your body recovered from filming Hot Ones?
It did. It took a full, like 4 hours after filming it for my nose to stop burning. So some sensation happened where my nose just was on fire for 4 hours, which was crazy. Whatever, it was nuts. I was really proud of myself for finishing, though. I didn't think I would do that.
That's
you did
impressive.
it proud.
Thank you guys.
I would have bowed out like minute one.
I know you think you would, but you don't want to be on that wall of shame or whatever it is they have. So you pull through.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're back.
We're back.
It's back. Abbott Elementary
Yes, Abbott is back. Yes.
People are very, very excited about this.
Yes.
You were getting like some mail. I remember you telling like, well, it was gone. It was like, yeah, we understand there's a strike, but come on.
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
I'm so happy to be back. Abbott is the best way for me to connect with the masses. Making the TV show, making art is the best way for me to just feel connected with fans. And I'm happy that we're airing weekly again and that people are just engaged and tuning in. It just, you know, really brightens up my day. It makes me feel alive.
And guys, her character's name is Janine. I just have to point that out.
She's also Janine.
She told me it was because it was a kind of nerdy name.
You ain't have to tell them that. True.
So obviously the strike delayed things, and you weren't doing official work. But I have to imagine it's just like sitting in your brain. Was there developments that you had thought originally, like, I'm going to go this way, but you had more time to think about and maybe went in different directions?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even the way our show started, it had to start in an unconventional way because we were making up for the time that we were off the air, story-wise. So it completely diverted things, but I'm very happy with where we wound up. I think it put us in a very creative place, a cool space, an edgy space, and I'm excited about that.
I know. Jacob's character is getting like, I'm like, this is
Watch next week.
Oh, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank
you
you
look
so much.
gorgeous.
Thank you
The
so much.
emeralds are emeralding.
Thank you. And
Good to see you.
All right,
Good
girl,
to
I'll
see
see
you.
you.
I'll see you in there. Wow. All right. Well, everyone is starting to head inside the Shrine Auditorium for the ceremony. You guys, we have to as well. So just thank you. Thank you, Gerrad Hall, for joining us on the carpet. And thank you. Well, thank you for watching People and Entertainment Weekly's Red Carpet Live, brought to you by Campari.
You were saying thank you because we were getting our Campari signature cocktails right here. So cheers to the SAG Awards, guys. You can head over to Netflix to watch the 30th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards live after this cheers, which we're going to do first.
Clink,
Cheers,
clink.
Gerrad.
Clink,
Yes.
clink.
Cheers, Gerrad.
Are we chugging these?
Oh, yeah.
After we get off camera, which we'll do in just a second.
Fair. All
Bye,
right.
everyone. Have a
Bye,
fantastic
everyone.
evening. Enjoy the
Happy
show.
SAG Awards.
Happy SAG Awards.
Bye, Gerrad.
Cheers.
Cheers.